What's up, y'all? I'm Sunny.
I'm Tally.
I'm Bunny Ray.
And we are Blush.
And we're kicking it with Jen on Ladies First.
Ooh, ladies first.
Uh-huh.
Ladies first.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Jen from Brooklyn. Another episode of Ladies First made hot by my friends over at City Tech. Of course, as you know, on Ladies First, I love to feature women who are doing things in the business. Whether they're established or still up and coming, it's someone you should look out for. And today I have three beautiful women with me who are also very talented and doing something new with the industry. And I'll explain that in a little while. But I want y'all to give it up to these three ladies right here. Blush.
Hey.
What's up, girls? In unison. I love that. What's going on?
Good.
How you feeling?
We're feeling great.
Well,
Awesome.
Well, you look great.
Thank you. So do you.
And I know that you are actually a family friend, I would say, of the station because you performed at our Circle of Sisters, I believe as well, right?
Yes.
So you're already part of the family.
Yes. Thank you.
Officially. But as I was listening to your music, at first I was expecting, a vocal group, as most people do. But what's interesting about you guys is it's two rappers and a singer. And that's a first. I don't think I've ever heard of that ever in the industry before. Are you guys nervous to present that to the world?
No, I
you
don't
ready?
think we're nervous. We're excited. We're, like you said, it's never been heard of before. So we're excited to be able to do something original and be the first to do it.
And we've gotten a good response so far.
Yeah.
And I got to ask you, why blush? Because, I think of blush, I think
Yes.
about the makeup, or if
Yes.
you're shy, but in this industry, clearly you can't be shy. So why blush?
Well, we believe we make you blush music.
Okay.
But the name actually came about like 7 years ago when the group started, and I was going through my bag and I dropped my bag and there was a blush palette in it and it broke on the last dollar to my name. So that's when we were like, you know what, this is the name. This is meant to be. It's
Sign from God.
it goes against the grain. When you hear blush, you don't know what to think. And we have it's an acronym. It means beauty lives under stoned hearts.
Ooh, I love
So,
that.
Thank you.
We
Love
try to
that.
go deep hip hop poetic route.
That's right. And women empowerment through
Yes.
makeup. I love it. I
yes.
love it. So, of course, on this show, I always have the women send me three things that inspire them to be the women are today. So, we're actually going to discuss it and learn about you guys a little more, okay? So, we're looking at the
excited.
screen, and the first image is Beyonce. Well, first, let me say, if you guys didn't know, I should have said this in the introduction. Blush is actually a group formed by Matthew Knowles, as you all know, the father of Beyonce. So Beyonce being your first woman, the first thing that influenced you or inspired you, let's talk about that and how does she make you the woman you are today?
Well, to say, we weren't informed by Matthew.
Yeah.
We were
Okay.
Yes, we were originally put together by each one of us. He signed us and developed
okay.
us, but we were a group before him. So
Gotcha.
we want to make sure the world knows that.
Get that right?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yes, but
Actually,
Formation.
It was her concert.
Okay.
It was the first time that all three of us actually got to see her by herself live. She got to see her in rodeo. Back in '09.
first rodeo they did in Houston,
Yeah,
Texas,
with Disney's Child. But it was our first major concert
together
together
in the
And-
Beehive section.
In the Beehive section.
In the
Up
Beehive.
close,
It must
in
have been
person.
crazy.
We
Yes.
went twice.
we went twice.
We went twice. She came to our city
She kept making
twice.
rounds.
Oh
I'm
my
like, we gotta go.
God.
And-
Yes.
Everybody must have been going crazy, slapping
yes.
and screaming. I seen the videos. Who's fans
Yes,
of us?
yeah.
we got a lot of
Right.
footage.
Okay.
But we-
Really
yeah.
got to take notes. She's a wonderful woman. She embodies everything that you want to look up to as an icon, as a performer. We have Michael Jackson, of course, but we feel like in our time, Beyonce is that for us now as women, and it's great because we have Mr. Knowles to actually develop us and kind of teach us the ropes, of Destiny's Child and how they did things and how, of course, we get to stay ourselves and be original women as we are as a female group, but we get to also look and be like, dang, like this is how it's done. We want to get on stage. We were touching the stage, blessing it, like we gonna be up here.
Wow. You have a man, Matthew Knowles, who formed Destiny's Child and put this whole, I would say legend or music legend group together, and then now you're working with them. Do you guys still sit back and think about that at all? Because I know to the people out there, if they had that opportunity, I think they would be pinching themselves every day.
All the time. Think about it all the time. We you know, we work with him on our personal level. We see him, you know, all the time. So when he brings up stories of her and her sister when they were younger, her back in Destiny's Child, or them doing anything, it's kind of like we learning a piece of her more and more every day. So she's starting to kind of feel like family.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a reminder all the time, and we're thankful and we're blessed and we're very humble, and we're just, you know, absorbing this.
We're students. We're always learning, and that's what we did.
That was the purpose. Yeah.
Right after the tour, right after the concert. So what did you guys learn?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first
Yes.
question.
Yes, it's
Wow.
it's class to us, and we were excited to take notes and learn, and to be there for more than just the experience. We were there to also see what to do and what not to do. We were able to point out, dang, she went through this. You were able to see things that happened and see how she regrouped and how she got on stage and was professional at the end of the day.
It's not necessarily, I say, pressure, because we're aspiring to get to that level, but it's motivation because we know that we can do it, and we know that we just keep pushing and keep grinding, and it's going to get there.
And I think the pressure is gone because Mr. Knowles, he has this thing where he says,
What
what would Destiny's Child do?
Really?
Yes.
What would Destiny's Child
What
do?
would Destiny's Child do?
As if that's not enough pressure, Mr. Knowles.
Yes. So he jokes a lot, and he makes us very comfortable. It's a good icebreaker, and so I think we're so used to this because, like we said, we started young, and we've been a group 5 years before Mr. Knowles. So it's like the roots is already there.
Right.
It's not, oh, we just have been here a year.
Yeah.
We're gonna get broken up easily.
Yeah.
It's not that. We have some struggle.
Which makes it even better because you guys have that bond already. You guys weren't just three separate people planted into a group.
Nope.
So how did this form? I mean, did you guys go to school together? Did you grow up together? How did this all happen?
Sunshine.
This happened actually through social media.
Social media,
yeah.
really? Okay.
So 7 years ago, when the whole group thing came to the brain, realized how important Melody was, because it actually started with two female rappers, and we knew how important Melody was, and we wanted it to be something different. So we started looking for a vocalist, and at that time, Facebook was really, really popping, and you know, everyone was communicating through Facebook, and that's how we found her. And she immediately was like, she jumped in. You know, people be skeptical over social media, but she immediately was like, yeah, you want to hear me sing? And like,
And that was it after that.
It literally drove 45 minutes away, because in Houston is big. So we drove 45 minutes to go, and we met up, and we spent time, we bonded, obviously, and then she jumped in, and we just started making things happen from there. We started performing. We was, you know, practicing in the garage, like
Our family was like,
hustle. Grinding.
Like everybody, family had to come together, and we did what we needed to do. And 5 years later, it kind of paid off, because we pretty much had made a name for ourselves in the city, and someone had threw a hint out there for us to go to this showcase, because they heard that Matthew Knowles would come in and out. He wasn't really a part of the showcase yet till we got there. And we ended up coming there, you know what I'm saying? And I guess he sees something in it. He seen something in us. Luckily, it was fate. And 3 times coming there of him requesting us, actually, we got signed from that showcase.
Wow, just like that.
Yep, pretty much.
Damn, that's what dreams are made of. I mean, how did you feel when that happened? Just getting signed?
Well, it wasn't
Just out the
it wasn't
gate.
like, okay, so, you know, immediately people think they get signed, and the next day it's supposed to be like all these amazing things happen, and no, that's not what happened.
Break it down for them. Let
no,
them
there
know.
was still
No.
school
All
going
you
on.
artists out there, it's not
Yes,
that simple.
there
It's
was
called
school.
artist development.
Yes.
And that's what he made very much known. And it kind of really, really helped us out, because actually 6 months into that artist development, we had to have a group member change. And I feel like if it wasn't for artist development, we wouldn't have known that we needed to make that change. So we made the change, and we resorted back to social media, and he left it all up to us on who we wanted to choose to, you know, replace her.
Okay.
And so we ended up handpicking her from Instagram.
Oh,
Instagram.
okay. That's
And
incredible.
she came in, and she was a perfect mix. She caught on to everything very quickly. And we was like, it was kind of like rejuvenated, and we was able to keep the ball rolling. And he was like, you know, now y'all got to spend time together, and y'all got to create that bond. And that also, through artist development, we also went through it together, and we completed that, about 2 years of that as well, learning ourselves, learning who we were as artists, learning, you know,
As women,
As
is
women.
the type of morals and what we want to put out to the world. purpose and
right.
message, of course. And we lived together. He moved us in right away. He was like, "This is your sister."
And how
y'all
was
picked
that?
it.
He moved
I
us
gotta
in.
ask, how was that? Because when you put 3 women, you seem like you all have strong
So I'm
personalities.
gonna answer this one,
Yeah.
okay?
Go ahead.
All
Okay,
right.
hold on. Okay, so when the idea came about, my family is just like a large family. I was afraid to leave home. I was like, look, I'm the baby of 5. All I know is my family. Like, but because I had spent time with them, I do know them. And they're very sweet girls. And so it was like, okay, I'm a jump. Because if you really love what you do and you have the passion for it, you want to make it better, you don't want to make it worse, do what it takes to get there. So it was like, in order for this to grow, I have to grow. I have to move in with them. We all have to learn to accept each other, love one another. And that's exactly what it was. And it was like we created that bond. And it's like, it feels so good to have that because literally, like, I see other artists and I'm like, I don't know how you do it on your own. Like, I love being with them. Like,
Genuinely, though.
yes. So, and it definitely made a difference. It made a difference in our music, and it made a difference with our chemistry on stage. Just how we take each other. Nothing is ever coming from a bad place. One day it might be my day. They're like, yo, I need to check her, but I know it's coming out of love. It's not like, oh, well, I'm gonna be, catty or anything.
Yeah.
No, it's like we come
But
to
there are
each
times
other.
that you guys do that, or
Oh,
no?
yeah, we keep it real.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just wanna make sure.
And it's just like at the end of the day, you
Sisters.
have to understand that the goal is for us to grow and progress.
Yes.
So I feel like if it hadn't been for us moving in together, this would not be on the.
You always say you
inclining
never
point.
really
Yeah.
know a person you moving with.
Exactly.
Till you with
Till
them
you live with
24/7.
Yes.
365.
Yeah.
Wake
Yes.
up to them with no makeup.
It's gotten you guys this far to drop an album, and also it's for this next thing, have your very own reality show. Cameras in your face all the time, catching every
Yeah.
moment.
It's a battle. It was tough.
It was.
I will say, because you have to do the trailer. You have to do the 5-minute thing, and to us that felt like the show itself. And we're like, dang, is the
They did
camera?
a week of filming just for the trailer.
A week for the trailer,
And then they came back.
and they
It was
came
a
back.
lot.
It was
Oh
a
my
lot.
god!
It was never. You felt like it was never enough.
Stop.
Right. We had
Yes.
to compact a lot in a very short amount of time. So it was very like
It was quick.
draining and quick but the result is the reason why you see this picture up here, because the reason why when you ask, what things that inspired us to become today, after seeing everything put together, we realized how important it was for us to share our story and to share our lives, because we really do pride ourselves in becoming role models for young women. And seeing how we all 3 have different backgrounds, we all have different struggles, and you're going to be able to see how we overcome them and how we stay a sisterhood and how our bond has become so tight through everything. It brought tears to our eyes watching
Yes,
it, even
just
though we went
watching it.
through it. It was like, dang, like we really came a long way. And this is really gonna, I feel like, even take us to the next level, because not only are you hearing our stories through our music and life experiences, you get to watch it on TV.
Yeah, they had to remind us it's not a normal reality show.
No.
It is a docudrama.
Oh, that's what they're calling a docudrama now.
Docudrama. It's basically you get to see everything you didn't get to see with Destiny's Child. You wanted to see what they went
inside.
through before they got
Right.
on stage. Who was sick at this time. How, when they got off stage, what did they pick apart of their show? You get to see that with us. You get to see us living together. You get to know who we are and our different roles in the group. A lot of people want to know what role you play in the group. You get to naturally see it and see that we're just us 3 and we stick together, and we're hard on ourselves. We're perfectionists.
As you should be, though, as an artist. You know what I'm saying? That's just naturally for an artist. You want to make sure everything is right, that everything's good, and nothing messes up. And I gotta ask you, I'm glad you guys mentioned that, because I don't know what kind of reality show to expect nowadays. You see the television.
True. you
That's
know.
what we were scared of, the drama. We was like,
Because that's the
yeah.
first thing people think of. Yeah.
That's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
So
That was
none of
the
that's going on.
We told them, hey, no drama.
No.
None of that.
no drama.
They're like, no, you got it
Okay.
wrong. You got it wrong. We was
Yeah.
like, okay. So you get to see the artist development too with Mr. Knowles.
That's incredible. So we're
Yes.
definitely seeing your journey. Just climbing to the top
Exactly.
through this. That's
Yes.
amazing. Blush is their name. Listen, they're dropping millions of gems for you girls out there. I absolutely love it. And I feel like Matthew Knowles is definitely embedded in your hearts and your minds. Because everything is
Little
Mr.
voices
Knowles.
in our head all the time.
He's the voice in our head.
He's done a great job. And
Thank
the final photo that you guys sent me that inspired you to be the woman you are today, I thought was very interesting because I haven't seen a photo like this before or a place, is Rosa Parks.
Oh, yeah.
You guys visited where she actually
Yes.
boycotted.
We
ate
across the
literally
street
right
from
across
there.
the street.
So how did it feel coming into this historic place and visiting this? And how did that shape or change you guys?
Well, you know, you always read about it in books and, you know, in school. We always read about different situations that happened in our past history. But just to be there and to really feel the energy around it and to think about all the sacrifices made and all of the blood, sweat, and tears that have put into different, you know, past situations that help us sit here and me sit across from you being a whole nother race than me. It's like, wow, think about it. Like, I thank her, and I thank for the people who sit up there and put their lives in danger, because that's really what she did.
And she was a powerful woman, and she wasn't afraid to break a barrier, and that's what we inspire to be. So,
and I related to our music because you have to learn to take risk in music. She took a risk. She didn't go home that night to her family.
That's right.
And
planted her feet.
And she said,
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here.
I am.
And if people don't take risks, like Michael Jackson took risks, like Beyonce take risks, we don't get good music.
Yeah.
We have to take risks, and that's what we did. It was a risk putting together two rappers and a vocalist. You didn't know how people was gonna react to that because it's never been done before.
Exactly.
It's always a risk, definitely with the group member change. That's a risk, even hearing that, because, you know, I know people automatically, the fear of groups is, are they gonna last? And we're excited to prove everyone wrong.
Definitely.
You know, we're excited to make them believers again in more groups, and to believe in all the other groups that's to come, you know. So that was great. We sat there, we got history while eating,
right?
You know, that was our first time out there.
We were just able to reflect on the moment. And it was just like, wow.
Like, and it's funny because we had a mixtape that we got signed from, so that automatically, like, it was like, dang, God knew what he was doing, because that we did a mixtape. It was called Black History 365.
Oh wow! Okay.
And Mr. Knowles, when he told us during that showcase, do not hand me any music. We hard headed. We like, son, slide on mixtape. So she slid him the mixtape, and then when he was signing us, we were like, did you listen to the mixtape? He was like, nah, I threw that out the window.
Did he?
We was like, oh really? We got another one.
We had another one.
He played it, and just so happened our first single came from that, and it is basically speaking on women and the power of the history, and in a hip hop form. You know, we chose Little Kim's "Crush on You" beat, and the song is called "Old School Back."
Yep, I heard it.
A song we had on there on the mixtape was the LL Cool J doing it.
Yeah,
and we had the hush that buzz. Everybody
moved to the back of the bus.
The Rosa Parks plug. So all of that, we just realized, you know, dang, like
confirmation.
Yes.
And for us to make it a positive thing. For people to still remember, though, because we're younger. And of course, we weren't around in that time. Right. You have younger people that are coming up that are trying to learn their way and find their way through music and social media. So we felt like that was a way to kind of help teach someone about it.
Especially the young girls out here. I keep referring back to them because, I mean, you guys are still young girls yourselves.
Yes.
So I know you're still trying to figure yourselves out. But to feel like you're mature enough to understand the history of Rosa Parks and the music that you guys can bring to this world, you know, make a difference, even if it's to make someone feel good or just a party. You know, all that's important because they're listening to you. Now, I know you mentioned that you want to be an example for the girls out here and stuff. Are you at all hesitant about certain music you put out or certain things you do all the time? Or is it kind of like, we're just going to do us, and whoever takes it, whoever doesn't?
As far as the music aspect, you know, we're the creators. We create our own music. We write.
You write. Okay.
We do all of our. This always from us.
Oh yes, I gotta ask.
Mr. Knowles is very big. We're all about our lyrics, and the music we do. It really does. We are cautious about it because we care about what this young girl is listening to and what, you know, her parents, you know, what they have to deal with in their household. Like, what are you doing in the room? What are you listening to? Yeah. Like, we met someone in Baltimore? The mother, the owner in the restaurant, you know, her daughter, she was like, my daughter's 6. And she was like, I'm just so scared. I don't know what she's listening to. Yeah, so we let her hear our song.
At, you know, kids' fingertips.
Yes. So our song Cinderella, which is featuring Mystical, it's our single now. It has today's type of feel that, but the lyrics. That's
what I love
the
about
hint
the
to it.
record.
The
Yes.
lyrics. Yeah.
That's what makes the
Actually
difference in a
talking-
It's
song.
talking about something, you know, and we're speaking on the morals of a young woman. You know, you valuing yourself and you knowing that you deserve a king. You are a queen. You know, get that glass slipper. You know,
That's
don't
right.
settle for nothing less. You know,
That's right.
that's what you deserve, and that's what we're speaking on in that song. And you know, just being strong and confident. So with that, we care about what we do and how we look and what we put out. And like we do support Bunny Ray when it comes to that. You know, we know people are looking at our different wardrobe and they're like, what they're showing, or what is this we're thinking, or what is that? You know, it's okay to embrace your sexuality to an extent, to a certain way.
Yes.
So where is that extent, you would say? Where is the borderline or the
Everyone has
limitations?
their own line.
Yes, everyone has what they will
I have
not
a
do.
line. My line different from her line. Her
Yeah.
line different from her line.
From my line.
But we all make sure that we are still cohesive with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That, you know, nobody too far left and too far right.
Classy, never trashy.
Yes.
That's right. And also, you got to make sure you got, like you said, cohesive and make
Yes.
sure everything is on point together and not lose yourself in the process, right?
Right.
Definitely.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
But like I said, you guys are super cool. I love your music. It's something I've never heard before.
Thank you.
Especially, like I said, with 2 rappers and a singer. That's just the first for sure. Let's talk about the album.
The single "Old School Back" is out, and the album will be called "Old School Back," Past, Present, and Future. You're
Yes.
right.
in
So
the works.
It's in the
coming.
works.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
coming.
And that is basically, since to speak on it, like we said with the mixtape, that's where it all started, the
Right.
old school, because we remind people, we give them a familiar feeling of old school cadences. And, you know, Sonny brings his MC like Queen Latifah backbone, and I bring the Destiny's Child, T-Boz, low register feel to the group. And then Bunny brings us the Left Eye and the Lil' Kim sex appeal. So, you know, with that, we realize, you know, like that's what we do. And that's what we're just going to beat you to the punch and let you know we're bringing that old school feel good hip hop back. Like,
Exactly.
And then we need that.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen right now, let me tell you,
MCs.
there's a lot of mumble rappers out here. You cannot even hear them when they're rapping or nothing. It's like, what's going on? So yes, we
Yeah.
need that back.
Yes.
Guy last
be
night
saying.
we were at the performance. He was like, y'all spit like dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Wait, is that a compliment? Oh,
He was
I
like,
know
"You at the
I
senior?"
just spit good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
Well,
is.
it's a male-dominated industry.
It is.
and that was one of the first things Mr. Knowles kind of planted in our head. Like,
Yeah.
y'all are hip-hop and y'all are females. And it's
y'all
true.
are pretty. Y'all are,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
y'all not gritty enough. Like people are going to think that we're not gritty
Right.
enough, or that we're not like rugged. But you know, we're a group, so we can't be too hard.
And we have a
You won't
story
think
to
we get
tell.
along.
Yeah.
Because hip-hop is a culture.
It is.
It's how you live. It's it's not just your music.
That's
you know,
right.
And I
Yes.
think people forget that.
And they're very critical. Let me tell you, when they see somebody who's trying to get into the hip hop world, they try to infiltrate that. They start nitpicking a million things like, can these girls rap? Can these girls sing?
Well,
Do
we-
they got good records? Da 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 da.
It's
We
Because
had
you're a
that.
woman.
It was funny. We had that during our show last night in New York at the BB King.
It's New York.
building.
I mean, I'm
They-
sorry. That's
right
just
there.
how we
And
are.
but we made him a believer.
But that
Yeah.
showed
Okay.
us a lot of
Because
It was
Sonny-
one in the middle.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
was giving a hard time.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was really critical. He was, yes, levels to it. You know, yeah. And then okay, I got you. I feel
Yeah.
you. And that's the thing, you know we got to make you a believer. We know that, you know, we don't come in with 100% to people. We don't get
Yeah.
that grade A yet. We have to start from the bottom of your approval. And we
Yeah.
love to make them a believer.
You heard them here first on Hot
Yes.
97's Ladies First. I hope you like games because I have a game for you guys.
Ooh.
And this is actually new, so you are literally the first ladies to
Making
ever play
more
this
history.
game.
Hey.
More history on Ladies First.
History on top of history.
Blame blush.
And it's called First Things First. So I'm going to name a few things. So I need you to say the first thing that pops into your mind, okay? Houston.
Oh, I love our downtown. Oh, it's so pretty.
Skyline.
Skyline,
oh, it's
okay.
gorgeous.
That's bad. What I thought of first was bad. I was about to say Codeine Crazy.
Hey, 'cause that's Houston.
Are you thinking of slow?
So I heard.
Slow?
Yeah,
Slow.
slow. That's what I thought.
You thinking
Slow.
slow? Screw.
Okay,
Screw.
screw.
Slow Codeine.
Screw
That was
music
what I
slaps.
thought.
Yeah.
But I heard of that too.
Work.
I mean, work, okay.
Yeah.
That's where we
bad.
stay. That's
why I
where
was
we
like,
work.
that's bad. Why was the first thing I
Midtown.
thought of?
Second thing is Matthew Knowles.
Ooh.
First thing that pops in your
G.
mind.
Yeah, G.
G.
I thought Destiny Child first.
What you thought of?
No disrespect,
Teddy bear.
Matthew.
I did.
Teddy bear.
sorry.
Okay, teddy bear. Love it. Okay. Next one. Girl power.
Powerpuff Girls.
Spice Girls.
Blush.
I love that.
What is going on with my brain?
What's going on with
First thing that
mine?
comes to your mind. The first thing that
First
comes
thing
to your mind. All right,
I was
next
gonna
one.
say
UGK.
Oh,
Bun.
Oh, Godfather.
Godfather,
Okay.
definitely.
Bun.
Yeah, we actually have
Godfather.
a personal connection with him.
We
and
call him a Godfather.
I think
Yeah.
Trill.
Trill. Okay.
Definitely.
Has
Be
Bun given
Trill.
you advice about the industry? I'm sure he has.
No.
We just
No.
He just said we got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never really gave us advice about it.
But you know what? That's all you need from Bun B.
You know, him and Mr. Knowles are really cool. They're both
Yeah.
professors, so that's funny. Now
Yeah.
I'm looking at the picture, I'm
Right.
like, huh, you're a professor.
Godfather.
Yes.
All right, next image. Barbecue food.
Hungry.
Ooh.
Sweet Baby Ray's. That's my favorite type of barbecue sauce.
Okay.
I just think food. I love food.
We are hungry
Food.
though.
Have you guys
think
eaten since the concert? Do you guys
I'd
get
be
to
so
eat because you work
fat.
all the damn time?
We haven't
Barely.
eaten since last
Barely.
night.
We're on the worst diet. We're on a 1 meal a day, and currently right now I'm on a no meal
No
a day
meal at
I'm,
all?
I'm actually sick
And
right
currently,
now.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
lose weight, so that's bad that I'm only eating one.
I mean, it happens.
And
You trying to
me, I
diet.
just eat when I can eat. I love food.
Yeah, so we get cranky.
We do.
Next image. Destiny's Child.
Oh, I almost said
Survivor. Cause Lord.
What you about to say?
Oh, I looked quick and I was like, oh, nope.
I thought about it.
You thought about it.
I thought of Survivor and me. 'Cause that was my
Survivor.
favorite. That was
Okay.
my favorite song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bunny.
I would just have to
You're very
say.
bronzy.
Yeah,
Brown.
bronze. Glow. That's what I thought about.
The first concert you went to.
Beyonce. I was Beyonce.
Nosebleed, Destiny's Child, Rodeo. I had nosebleed seats.
Wiz
I cried.
Khalifa.
Was Khalifa. Okay.
Yeah. Back in the way back first Wiz.
Before he started popping
It
off
was
like this,
like-
black and yellow days.
Yeah.
Okay. Sonny. First concert.
Technically, it was actually Wiz Khalifa.
Oh.
And he was at House of Blues. I really forgot about him.
I was at Warehouse
It
Live.
wasn't like a concert. It was more like a show. She had a concert. So
Okay.
I feel like hers is more of a concert.
First time you had your heart broken.
When
7th grade.
7th grade.
This boy that didn't like me, and I really liked him.
Aw.
I feel like he really just broke my heart.
Aw. And now you look back at it like, ha! Look at you.
Wait, but when he see me in college though, well not college though, I was in high school. I was like what, junior or something like that. Then he tried to talk to me. I was like, nope, you ain't like me in the 7th
You
grade.
see that?
You
Yeah.
know.
You gotta wait till I bloom and blossom for me. You
had
for you
to
to like
glow
me.
up.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
as you should, girl. What about you guys?
First time getting my heart broken. Cause I don't really get my heart broken. I want y'all to know Bunny is a playboy. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
that
No, I'm just
talk.
playing.
Talk
I'm
that
just playing
talk.
with y'all. Nah, but 11th grade, definitely 11th grade. I dated this guy. Found out he was on the other side.
No.
Yes, and I was so heartbroken because I was like, "Wait a minute, you've bamboozled me." But
How long were you guys together?
I would say it didn't last for a long time. It was approaching about 11 months.
Oh, that is
Approaching.
long, girl. For high school, yes.
it was
I would have
approaching.
High school,
devastated.
It was
You didn't stay with
approaching,
nobody.
so I'm glad I caught it, and I was like, you know what, it's all good. It's all good. I couldn't even be mad
But
because
how
it
did
was
you know?
like,
Did you catch him doing something, or did you know, text messages? Like, how did you know?
it
Or-
was kind of like I just got sudden hints, and then the
Okay.
friends, and then I just noticed a little twist in the style.
Okay.
I understand now. I get it.
Okay.
Dudes.
You like what you like.
You
but
like
you're
what
not
you
for
like,
me.
but I can't. I don't get down like that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Respect. And you can't remember yours, right? Tal, you said.
I can't think of a heartbreak.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I hope you don't go through that. First thing you bought with your own money.
Car.
Okay,
Weave.
love it. Gotta need that.
What did I buy?
Oh, well, that was my major
Oh,
thing.
wait. First thing. Okay, first
My
major
first
thing. Because
major
you know,
thing,
bundles
my
ain't
bad.
cheap. they just started the 3 for $150 deal. Okay.
Bundles.
I don't even know.
Can't remember.
First thing, probably some candy when I was little. My own
Okay.
money.
Yeah, we talking about first.
Yeah, I used to sell
Like
candy.
your decent check that you feel like you can go buy something.
Oh,
with,
wait,
you know
my
what I'm
first
saying?
check.
Yes.
First check, weave. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I second that. And some makeup, some good makeup.
Some makeup.
Some good
yeah.
makeup.
I think
You
Okay.
know,
Mine
it's
was
levels to the
shoes.
makeup.
Always.
I got my eyebrows done. Finally got them done. That's
Yeah.
what I did. Y'all don't understand
Mine
these
was shoes.
Wolverines across my face.
With shoes.
I
And what you say,
can't.
Sonny?
Shoes. I've
Your
always had an
shoes?
obsession with shoes. The first thing I had bought with my check was a pair of Michael
Oh, she
Kors
got sneakers for
loafers.
days.
Okay. Oh, are you?
All
Big
kinds of
sneakerhead?
comes
Okay.
Heels.
Respect that. I got 2 more for you guys, all right? First song you heard that you fell in love with.
Hawk chilling with my bride when I was in 6th grade.
Snoop's Dogg, Gin and Juice.
Okay.
Ooh, dang, y'all, I'm not
Tally,
good
you
at
gotta
first thing
work with
first.
me
I
here,
gotta
girl.
go.
You got
get it
Sonny
together.
and Bunny over here doing a
That
thing.
was my mama jam, boy.
First
She
song I
gin and
fell in
juice.
love with.
Michael Jackson, you were not
It
alone.
was,
You're
you
It
sucking.
was, yeah.
Why do I
Why'd
can't answer
you
for
make
you?
that face? You don't know?
I know it
They
because you
know?
said in interviews. You are not alone.
Yep. I was
Okay.
3.
You're not alone.
You were not alone. Michael Jackson. I was
Great
3.
song, great record. Last one, okay?
All right.
First impression of each other. You got to be real 100 with this blunt, for real honesty here.
Dang, I don't
First
remember.
impression. Let's
Well,
go down the
I remember.
line.
I thought-
I thought of cheerleader immediately. She was very bubbly.
Okay.
And I did cheer in high school.
Okay.
She hit it right on.
What do you need?
Okay.
What do you need? Like, she was like that.
All right. It was too much for you, or you were kind of like, okay.
No, it wasn't too much. I just wasn't used to it. Like, I was like, oh.
First thought.
sorry.
First thought. What I thought.
I'm trying to think of you.
Model actress. I thought she was very good at conforming. I was like, oh, we can work with her. 'Cause
Okay.
on her Instagram, she had so many different looks. Like she would switch her hair up like it ain't nothing. Her
Different
makeup look, she would look
colors,
Hispanic, she would look
different
black, she would look Asian. I was like, oh,
Love
she's
it.
perfect.
She's like chameleon.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was like, it's perfect. She's gonna come in. It's her spot. Whatever her spot's it's gonna be a spot. Sunny. Ooh, I thought, I can't keep up with her. I was like, oh shoot. Oh yeah, Sunny. Oh, Sunny.
That's it.
Sunny. I was like, ooh, Sunny is a
I was
party
on the
girl.
go.
She was a party. She was a
I was on
let's
the
go.
go. I
Going
couldn't
here. I
sit
get
still.
dressed. Sunny never
I
slept.
had a car
Yeah.
in, so you know, I was like, I just.
Oh,
have
you
on
was
my car.
out. You was just everywhere driving around.
My first impression
did.
of Sunny was, who are you? What
Why
are you doing?
distant? Why?
How are you? What's
What are
your
you gonna be?
name?
I was.
Oh, you was gonna stand
She
up.
was absorbing it, but meanwhile, I was like, wait, I don't know if she really
Like
you
me?
know.
Did
It was so
but-
awkward because it was when the group member change just happened. We got her like in 2 days. Like we were
Yeah.
on it. Matthew was like, how y'all gonna bounce back?
Yeah, and then
Literally.
I've learned that Sunny is actually the most sweetest person ever. Like
Yeah.
she's such a mother, such a like what you need, I got you. Like I was like, okay. You just take a minute to
Yeah.
fill people out, and there's nothing wrong with that. I respect you for that.
I thought freckles. I thought, ooh, big smile. Ooh, crazy mama. Ooh, Lord, what you gonna do?
Yeah, I have
Like,
a
what I'm gonna do with this?
Okay.
Sonny,
Yeah.
how you feeling about all these first impression
No,
reactions too?
she know.
agree.
She
I
know.
Okay.
I know. So
Okay.
I'm
Now she's
A-okay
mixed out.
with
She's
it.
very go with the wind.
Okay.
Yes.
I really go with the wind.
Very. I've calmed.
No
I've calmed
stress.
a lot.
It's always good
Oh,
vibes.
hot tempered. She was hot tempered.
Very
She's
hot
come a long
tempered.
way.
Anything could
She's
make
come
her
a long way.
She's
She's come a
I
long
thought
way.
blow
I gotta
ups.
have my boxing shoes with me at all times and some Vaseline.
No, because I would get into it with people, places we went to, and then she would just be like, "Well, I gotta."
Here we go.
I gotta be
Like,
down.
I
I
gotta
take
do
off
it.
the nails.
Then I have to get mama with her after, like, don't do that ever again. You know you should have did it. You were wrong.
But I've come a long way. That's why I could talk about these things, and I could tell, girls, sometimes it ain't worth it, man. Just let it go.
Yeah.
It's these Libras. I
Let
got
it
2
go.
Libras with
Libras.
Oh,
me.
you a Libra.
Two
You
Libras.
Libra as it is. So I
Both
know
of
what
us
time it is. A
are
Libra.
Libras.
I have 2 Libras.
She's a Libra too.
Oh,
Both
2
Libras.
Libras.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
my
what's
B
up.
day is a few days after hers.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so connected. I love it. Blush, thank you so much, ladies, for playing this game with me. First things
Thank
first.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah.
gotta get better with that.
With the queen.
I got a delay.
a little bit. And you're not
Thinking
feeling
too
well.
hard.
So I
Wait,
respect
wait.
that.
We can get Tally.
Oh yeah.
But Tally can't fit?
I did it.
I didn't get
Okay.
to get you.
I thought of immediately big voice because the first time I actually met her, she was when she sung. So I thought like voice, and I thought, like. Yes, my prayers have been answered.
Mhm.
Like, cause we were on the same, like,
Yeah. My first.
and then she was dancing, like she was just like a ball of. I'm like, dang, we about to have to
Yeah.
step it up. Me, I'm looking at the other girl like, dang, all right,
Are we gonna do this or not?
Right, like-
We got this.
We gotta dance.
we ain't
Yeah.
playing no more. So like that whole package was there.
The Tally
Dope.
I made first impression was people say the drill sergeant.
Okay.
She was really nice, very sweet. but it was like we got to get so much done in so little time. Come on, because it was another girl along the way that I was actually going against. Yes. And so I could tell Tally was kind of like, all right, so I'm gonna show y'all this, and she was getting frustrated. She was like, okay, so I'm showing this girl this, and she catching on, and she learned it in a day or two. What is going on over here? And it just felt like a breath of fresh air with her, because then like she just had to teach me the ropes basically. So it was like that's who I met first, then the bond was going along the way. So yeah, definitely.
And I see that you guys are definitely sisters.
Oh yeah,
you got this chemistry, one union thing going on, and I love it. And I thank you so much for coming through the Ladies First.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Old School Back is the single, not the album. Don't get it twisted.
Yes.
And I'm excited because they're also gonna perform in the studio for you guys. And,
Cinderella,
our new single.
Do what they gotta do and bang it out for us. You guys ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Ladies first, let's do it.
I make 'em be like, where you at? When I don't come through, I say, hey, you don't know how to act. You too busy showing out for the crew. Tell me who does it better for you? Hey, so now keep it clever for you. Put on a Cinderella for you. Keep it sexy, booty flexy, cook and clean, I get up for you. My presence can buy at your tipper. Make every real man wanna go out and buy me that glass slipper. Y'all feel me? Holding out, don't you come running at me with that hunger. They running, say that you starving, but all of that bugging just coming across the lane. Body the thought of some messing with women, the truest will treasure. Treasure that. Fellas want a Cinderella that make it rain was an umbrella. Riri, I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella.
Stop.
I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella.
Stiff on.
I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella. And when all of her kings are coming, you wish that you treated me better.
Cinderella.
5 a.m. you in the locker room, counting all your cash. How you feeling? Got a plastic bag, call you bag later. You ain't built to last. How you feeling? You shaking in, you dropping in, you popping in. How you feeling? Got a cup in your hand, you high as hell, seeing blurred lines. How you feeling? Now think about it. You want your rap form, so speak about it. You could be what you want, don't dream about it. Nothing but it seems just a thing about it. Be real about it, keep it G about it. Do your own cars through any weather, like Cinderella, all dressed in yellow. Trust and believe you deserve forever. What's up?
Holding out, don't you come running at me with that hunger. They running. You say that you starving, but all of that bugging just coming across the lane. Body the thought of some messing with women, the truest will treasure.
Treasure that.
Jealous want a Cinderella that make it rain was an umbrella.
Riri.
I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella.
Stop.
Y'all pull out the glass slipper on your Cinderella.
Stiff on.
I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella. And when all of her kings are coming, you wish that you treated us better.
Let me see what you really working with. Did your swag compliment my style? He get with a chick that's tired of owning. If it disappear, would you be down? Take it to be the hero when you down and out. Would your ego get a little in the way? Tell me till death was part of what it's supposed to be. But nowadays you'd rather have a bae. I need a Cinderella, cause I'm a Cinderella.
Where he at?
Do to get that together, you know we bout that cheddar.
Ching ching.
Tell me what it is, tell me what it ain't, tell me what it do, tell me what you be down. Throw a couple stacks, make a couple racks, make a lot of cash, cause mommy deserves her crown.
Holding out, don't you come running at me with that hunger. They running. Say that you starving, but all of that bugging just coming across the lane. Body the thought of some messing with women, the truest will treasure.
Treasure that.
Jealous want a Cinderella that make it rain was an umbrella.
Riri.
I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella.
Stop.
I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella.
Stiff on.
I pull out the glass slipper on my. I'm talking to all the beautiful women out there that's watching. Here we go. All my girls in yellow, young queen just like Cinderella. Stunting on them in a glass slipper. If it's you, it's I make a make for ya.
Beg for you, make them beg for you. Add mystery and a little edge for you. These fellas just one spot to catch. Play fetch with you with no respect.
And yeah, I bet by 12 o'clock you gon' see the thoughts. Story time said I can make your life better, you know. They say birds of a feather flock together.
All my girls in yellow, young queen just like Cinderella. Stunting on them in a glass slipper. If it's you, it's I make a make for ya. Holding out, don't you come running to me with that hunger. They running. Say that you starving, but all of that bugging just coming across the lane. Body the thought of some messing with women, the truest will treasure.
Treasure that.
Jealous want a Cinderella that make it rain was an umbrella.
Riri.
I pull out the glass slipper on my Cinderella.
Stun on them.
I pull out the glass slipper on
Ladies,
my
gonna tell them.
Cinderella.
Stun on them.
I pull out the glass slipper on my. Hey,
Cinderella.
Hey.
Yes. Oh my God. Great record. I feel like a Cinderella right now.
You are a Cinderella.
Thank you so much, ladies, for coming through. Y'all killed it.
Thank you.
It's crazy. You're amazing. The energy, my God. Let them know where they can find you, all your music, all your Instagram, socials, all that good stuff.
Officiallyblush.com will link you to all of our social media, all of our singles, all the music we have out. So please go to officiallyblush.com. Our Instagram is officially_blush if you forget, but officiallyblush.com.
Yes.
And get that record, Cinderella. They're all about women empowerment. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
And again, she go Jen from Brooklyn. Stay tuned for another episode of Ladies First. You know, the show is about empowering, inspiring, motivating, and teaching. All right? So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.